Hey there, it's Prophet Dan Smith. I've got some good news. So the other day when I made my video that I put on several different social medias, and I put it on YouTube, although some reason I don't get as many views on YouTube. I have an idea why. But on my other social media I get thousands. Well, when I made the video the other day that says, the title is, God said someone would benefit from this video. See, when I was making that video, the Lord actually moved in my spirit twice in agreement with the things I was saying in that video. And in that video, I was talking about, Trump being president twice, the Civil War in 2039, me praying if that female prophetess was a real prophet, because she was saying America, in 2018, she was saying in a YouTube video that America had between 22 and 24 years of safety left, or God in the White House, how she put it. So, when I was 22 years old, when I was 22, the Lord showed me the Civil War and the outside attack from another country coinciding on the same day here in America, right? So that's why I was like, she has kind of a time frame. So, Lord, is this, person legitimate? Is she really one of your prophets? And she's also saying Trump's going to be president twice, So, I'd never heard of her, so someone asked me on Core Digest, could I validate what she's saying? Well, I didn't know her. So, I went into prayer. The first day, I really didn't get any answer to my prayer. The second day in prayer, I was sitting at home on my bed, praying about it, kind of staring at my curtains. And as I prayed about it, I received an open vision of a date of February 5th, 2039. Well, I was inquiring about whether her timeline of safety for America had anything to do with that Civil War he showed me. I was also inquiring if she was real, and I was also inquiring if Trump was going to be president twice. So when he gave me that open vision of the date, that confirmed her timeline. See what I'm saying? That confirms her timeline of safety for America, which, why he gave me a specific date, God can do what he wants, and he did it. I didn't know he was going to do that. And it shook me to the core for a year, because I knew what that meant. And for a year, I didn't even talk about this to nobody. And I spent a year crying about it on my couch, face down, and crying when I went to work, and crying driving down the road, And so, because I knew what that meant, 2039, I knew what that meant. And, but back to what I was going to tell you, the good news is that, so when I was making that video about God said someone would benefit from this video I made the other day, the Lord moved twice while I was talking about all that stuff. The Lord moved twice in me, and an unction was given, and an agreement to my spirit was given, and the Lord said, post this video. Well, then I started thinking about it for the past few days. Well, guess what that meant? Well, not only did the Lord answer my prayers I've been praying about since 2020, because when he showed me the 2039 date, that was in 2019. So I had been praying to the Lord for the past 3.5 years that he would confirm to me again whether Trump would be president twice or not. Because, I'm pretty sure that's what it meant in 2019 when he answered my prayers with that open vision, because it matched her timeline, which means she must be who she says she is, right? And so then everything else must be true, Although she thought Trump would be president 2 times back to back, although that's not what happened, as we can see from the disaster that's happened over the past 3.5 years in our country. But when God gave me that unction the other day, and I'm smiling so big because I've been waiting for 3.5 years for him to do that. Oh, and he finally did it, and he gave me that unction twice, and I didn't let on in the video. See, you won't notice it in the video, but I did. That's how I got the title of my video, that God said someone would benefit from this video, and that God wanted me to post that video. See, and so that's how I got the title of that video. And I started thinking about it the past few days after that, the past few days here, and I just started saying, yes, that means Trump's gonna win this election in 2024. That's what it means, because, excuse me, God wouldn't tell me to post it and give me those two unctions and saying in agreement. God was in agreement with the words I was saying on the video, the things I was saying. God was in agreement with it in my spirit. He agreed. And I was like, okay, so I had to think about it for a couple of days. I was like, that's what it means, So God did confirm again, to me just the other day when I made that video that, yeah, Trump's going to win the election this year, 2024. Trump's going to win. And I don't know how many people will believe it, because, when I was saying it in 2020, I was going by with what that female prophetess was saying. She thought it was going to be back to back. Evidently it wasn't. And, that's something prophets can miss at times. Maybe she should have, maybe I should have delved deeper into the Spirit of God to find out. But we found out, didn't we, with this disastrous thing. But the Lord did show me in 2020, March 9th, 2020, an umbrella of trouble over America. And at the bottom was the coronavirus statistics. Now, I've got that video in my library of my videos if you want to go see it. But I posted the results of the coronavirus statistics that America would come out with for the whole nation. Now, I posted that one day before they had one chart out of New York. I posted that. And I even verbally said the same thing, that Dr. Fauci ended up saying weeks later, that the virus dipped down as it went across the country, right? And it was high in the east and in the west. Well, that's what I drew as a quick sketch. It looks kind of ridiculous. It almost looks like a child drew it, but I don't draw well. Me and my wife actually drew that together, and I'm not an artist by any means. I can't draw, but I'm a musician. I don't draw, but so I do have some talent. But anyway, God gave me that unction twice the other day. I was making that video. Post this video. Someone's going to benefit from this video. And I'm benefiting, let me tell you what. And I've had some other people contact me, private message me, and say they've benefited from it too. Praise God. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and share that with you all. Trump's going to win 2024. But although Trump's going to win, he's not going to be killed. He's going to win it. So as he wins it, there's still going to be an umbrella of trouble over America up into 2039, okay? Because look at the disaster that we've been through for the past 3.5 years, okay? Look how many things are going on in our country now, right? And so we still have an umbrella of trouble over America, and it's going to stay that way, up into, I'd say, 2039, unless God says differently. And if he does, I'll let you know. But Trump's going to win. You can take that to the bank. Take care. And I'll make another video soon.